Hey, love bugs, Dr. Ashley Greer here. Today I want to talk to you about what you need to give yourself first before you're ever going to figure out what all of those amazing, bodacious, awesome desires are that reside deep within your heart. Because there is something so important that you give yourself first, but that everybody overlooks. And this is why 90 to probably 99% of people don't know what they really want in life. So most people don't really know what they want in life. When I ask women, like, what is it that you most deeply desire? What is it that you most want in life? Most people are like, I don't know. I don't even know what I really like. I don't know what I want. Or they believe that their desires have to be really small and in like a little tiny package, right? This is all of everything we're talking about today is based on a workshop, an hour-long workshop I just got done hosting in my membership site, The Abundance Revolution. If you haven't checked it out, I'm going to post the link in the comments in just a minute, and I want you to check it out later. But so let's talk more about this thing that you really, really need before you can figure out what it is you really, really want. And I just kind of let you in on it. The essential piece here is that you have to fulfill your own needs first. So the big problem with most people, particularly the people that I work with, the folks that I work with, the women I work with, who tend to come from a background where their needs weren't fulfilled, where they came from a place where they have a deep sense of need inside of them, of lack inside of them, of an unworthiness inside of them. Hey, Elena, great to see you. Of unworthiness inside of them, or a lack of confidence, or all of these things, is that you actually have a well of need inside of you, right? That is like a lack ball, a ball of need inside of you, that when you are not fulfilling these needs, when you are not giving to yourself what it is you really need, you are blocking yourself from understanding what you really want. Because when you are sitting there feeling as though, like some of the fundamental needs in psychology are love and connection. For example, when you're not giving yourself love, self-love, deep levels of self-love, respect, admiration, connection, trust, all of these things, then you are feeling as though you have this deep well of lack inside of you that you have to compensate for, and you have to look outside of you and get it from outside of yourself. So you seek it outside of yourself, and you seek other people to confirm that you're good enough, that you are worthwhile, that you can be confident, that you're beautiful, that you're lovable, that you're all of these things, that you're worthy. And so you're constantly seeking it outside of yourself. And what that does is it actually results in people pleasing, because you're constantly looking to other people to give it yourself what you most deeply need to fill this hole of need inside of you. And what happens then is you're constantly pleasing other people or looking to please other people. And so you can't know what you want, because your entire existence is based upon the need to keep other people happy so that they give you what you most deeply need. And this is what I was just talking about, is called the white knight syndrome. It's the sense that other people are supposed to come in to your life and give you what you need the most and rescue you from this deep sense, this deep hole of need inside of you, when that's just not the way it works. The way it works is you have to give it to yourself. You have to fill up that hole inside of you with all the self-love, all of the self-trust, all of the worthiness, all of the respect, all of the, hey, good, I'm glad you're showing it to your 15-year-old daughter. This is great stuff for her. You have to give yourself all of this respect, all of this love, all of this compassion, all of this, love. I know I keep repeating love, but that's the core of it, right? Love. You have to give yourself all of this first, because when that hole of need is filled, what happens is you become this whole person who can then go out in the world and is no longer living for other people's approval, is no longer living for other people reflecting back to you what you most deeply need, because you already have it. That doesn't mean you don't desire to have other people in your life. What it means is you then get to choose what you get into your life. I've been talking a lot lately about life is like a buffet. And if you're starving at the buffet, you're just going to shove food in your mouth, whatever you can get your hands on. We've all had this before, standing in front of your refrigerator. You're standing there and you're so hungry, you can't even decide what you want. And so you just start grabbing things and eating them. It's like you're gnawing on a block of cheese, right? Because you're just like, I don't know what I want. I'm just so hungry. I got to shove everything in my face. This is what it's like when you have that hole of need inside of you. You cannot figure out what you truly desire because you're just so desperate to fill that hole that you're constantly looking outside of yourself for those white knights to come in and rescue you from that hole inside of you, instead of realizing that your number one, hey girl, how you doing? Good to see you, Nadia. Instead of realizing that your number one task, your first and number one task in the whole field of manifestation, alignment, all of this stuff that, I talk about, but I try not to talk about it in the woo-woo terms, try to talk about it in these anchored, realistic terms of perception, understanding that your perception is what controls your reality, is that you have to fulfill your needs and give yourself what you need first. Whether that's connection, whether that's more pleasure, whether that is more intimacy, whether that is more affection, whether that's more compliments, whether that is spending money on yourself, whether that is loving yourself no matter what other people think, whatever it is, you have to give to yourself first and fill up that hole of need, because when that hole of need is filled, when you truly love and respect and honor yourself and trust yourself, then you go to that buffet that is life, and you can look at that buffet and you can say, I want some of that, and I want some of that, and I want some of that, because those things delight me. And that is what I choose. I choose what delights me, because I am no longer coming from a place of starvation, of needing something outside of me to fill me up, because I am so starving and I am like shaking with hunger for what I really need, because I've already given myself what I need. I can now go to that buffet and choose what I want. And so in order for you to understand what you most deeply desire, just to summarize for folks who are just tuning in now, you have to fulfill your deepest, most human needs, which the number one is the need for love. You need to give yourself love. And this is why I do the work that I do. I do the work that I do with women, helping them feel deep levels of self-love, not the touchy-feely self-love means self-care. That's not at all what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the kind of self-love where you trust yourself, where you respect yourself, where you can look yourself in the mirror and you can say, you goofy bastard with all of your bad habits, I accept every inch of you. That kind of self-love means you no longer have that hole of need inside of you, means that you are overflowing, means that you can receive and give love freely with other people. It means that you can choose what you want from the buffet, and it means you can welcome it all into your life whenever you choose. And this is why I do the work that I do. And this is what you need to do first before you're going to identify what it is you most deeply desire, so that you can go out there and get it, because you got to figure out what you want before you can go and get it, right? Anyway, just to give you a little taste of what you can get, this is my little place in Bali, and coming to you because this workshop that I just did in the Abundance Revolution, my membership site, was so amazing that I wanted to share with you guys. I'm always going to be doing these just quick little videos to share these little nuggets of wisdom that we learn in these big workshops. This is an hour-long workshop today where we talked all about all of this, because it's a really nuanced thing that we have to truly understand and give ourselves what we most deeply need, which is love. It's always love. Love is the most foundational need. I mean, beyond food, I obviously gave you the buffet example, you're standing in front of the fridge and you're stuffing your face, but you need to give yourself what you most deeply need first before you can figure out what you want. And what you most deeply need is respect, is trust, is belief that you are worthy, and is true, deep, profound self-love. You deserve it, my loves. Mwah! I love you all. I'm going to put the link for the Abundance Revolution in the comments if you guys are interested. I also have 2 more spots left for this fabulous spring equinox thing that I'm doing, where you basically get 2 for 1 with one-on-one sessions to work with me for a month, and email support and stuff. If you've wondered about working with me but you weren't sure about investing, this is a great way to do it. If you're interested in that, send me a private message, comment below. I would love to talk to you about it. I love you guys, and I love teaching this stuff, and I love sharing the fact that you are so worthy for everything, every single thing. But you got to believe it first. You got to believe it first. And Nadia says, I love me. I love you too. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.